would like to mention Ramesh Lakshman, PID Ramesh Lakshman, who has been always been a younger brother and good friend for me. And he is the one who has been active since long, and he has been active in South India for any of the institutes or any of the program where the any technical support is required. Ramesh is always there. So Ramesh, I'm thankful to you also. And friends, uh, talking about this year's program, as you can see on my background, that it is written "Changing the World." Our line Patty Hill thought that we should give the slogan of this "Changing the World." And 2 days back, when I met her at the Bombay Gave Conclave. I had a chance to discuss with her for at least 3, 4, 5 minutes. So I asked her, "Are you satisfied that you have been really been able to change the world?" Because when January comes, it starts that the year is now ending. First 6 months are the most productive in Lionism, and next 6 months we are on descending track. So I asked her that, "Are you really satisfied what you have done?" She said that, "I am satisfied, but I need to do more in next 5 months, and you have to support us, and every line has to support me." She gave me an example of this Gave conclave only. She said that, "Have you ever seen this kind of conclave before?" I said, "Ma'am, no. Really, no. I have never even listened about it anywhere that these type of conclaves can happen." This is the vision of really our visionary leader line, AP Singh and Sangeeta Jatia, that this has really happened. Actually, it started from last, I know that it started from last year when AP Singh ji asked me to organize a conclave of blood banks, eye hospitals, and schools. And we, not eye hospital, blood banks, dialysis centers, and schools. And we did that for 3 projects only in Delhi, where about 200 delegates were there. And we had 2 days program where this education minister came, and we organized that in a small scale. But after that, only the idea came up that we should have it in a larger scale, and it has really been a wonderful program. And I've never even thought about it that it will be going to such heights. But I have also talked to AP Singhi that uh, this achievement is good, but we have to add something more next time, and that is that the more participation of the non-lions. So, friends, I request you, whenever the next this Gave conclave is organized, wherever it is organized, we should encourage more participation of the non-lions in this Gave conclave kind of a thing. And those who are not there, for their knowledge sake, I would like to apprise them that there were more than 200 stalls of all the project. It was really amazing to see what the Lions are doing for changing this world, for the humanitarian causes. And I'm proud of being a Lion. Friends, whenever you talk to your Lions of your district, whenever you talk to your club members, whenever you talk to your people in your society community, only then you can talk good about your organization if you yourself is convinced that you are really proud to be a Lion and you are really doing something. And for that, you cannot be proud if somebody else is doing something. You have to do it yourself. If you are doing something good, then only you will be proud of being a Lion. So, friends, start from your home. And like Naresh ji always says, if it is to be, it is to be me. If it is to start, it is I have to start it from my home, my club, my district, and my region, my zone. So we have to start from there only. Friends, regarding what Nagaraju was telling about the leadership programs and institutes, I've been associated with all these institutes since I was in FDI in 2008. Now 16 years have passed, and I have been to umpteen of institutes organized by the LCI in India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, uh, uh, Dubai, and even on the LCI level. This year, I'm fortunate to be a group leader of the FVDG training that I'll be going to Chicago this month only for Oak Brooks. for the training of the FVDGs, or you can say district governor elects or district governors of the next year. So we'll be having a 3-day seminar there, and I'm going there as a trainer representing your country, our country. So, friends, this leadership position, I don't know, it is a position or it is an office or it is an authority. I don't know. That you have to decide yourself, that is it a position or is it really not a position, not an authority, not an office? It is really an ability. I always think that leadership is an ability. If you have an ability, you can be a leader, and otherwise you cannot be. And friends, the time you spend in the Lionism, because I've been a member since 1989. At that time, I I was just married 3 years ago and I didn't had any kid. Now my both the kids have their kids. So my Lionism is I always say a elder child for me in the family, because it came in my family before my children came. So I have more love for Lionism. So that Lionism is entered into our blood now, and we dream, we sleep, we eat, we laugh, we walk, and we live Lionism every moment, friends. This is our now life, and it's not that somebody will always be a successful in your life. I've also faced some obstacles, some you may say failures also, and but I always believe in that, and I always say that don't be afraid of your failures. Don't be afraid of your failures. Turn them into these stepping stones for your success. Stepping stones for your success. Like if you say Graham Bell, if he would have been afraid of these failures, this telephone or iPhone, this mobile phone would not have been there. If Thomas Edison would have been uh, afraid of his failures, this bulb could have not have been invented. If Henry Ford would have been afraid of his failures, this Ford car, he would not have been a Ford car manufacturer or owner of this company. There are so many other examples, so many other examples. Those they have not, they have turned these failures as a stepping stones for the success. I've also done that many times, and only time when you assure your failure is when you stop trying. If you keep on trying, you will never fail. Definitely, on one day, you will achieve the success. This is what I have always observed, friends. And one more thing, all of us take some or the other position in our club, in our region, zone, district, or international. This badge is not permanent. This is temporary. It will go one day. The district governor is 1 year. I was fortunate being a COVID director. I was a COVID director, so I got 3 years, like nagaRAJU was saying. But this badge is not at all permanent. It is going to, it will be changing every year. Or now it is a past. 2 years back it was a director. Now I'm a past director. So always remember that whatever you will earn when you are on the seat, that will take you, that will ensure what life you are going to lead in Lionism for the next years. I remember few words of Lion AP Singh ji in one of the meeting. He said, uh, which I noted at that time. I quoted many times. He said that Ramesh, that if you want to really test the character of a person, if you want to really test the real character of a person, give him power. In power, whatever the character shown by that person is the real character. When reaching to power, going to the power, in pursuit of that power, whatever he or she does, that is not the real character. Then तो सभी हाथ जोड़ते हैं, and वो that is not the right. But when you are in power, when you are in the seat, the way you conduct yourself, that is your real character. And one more thing which I always say whenever I speak to my lion friends is, that you have attained some position this year, and if you are also going to do the same thing what your predecessors have done, you have done nothing. If the club president is doing the same thing which his last year's president has done, is doing nothing. If a district governor is doing the same thing which his last year's governor has done, is doing nothing. Until and unless you are doing something new, you are doing something better, and you are improving, and you are doing something unique by which you should be remembered. If you really want to be a milestone, you have to do something extra. I always say that those who walk on others' footsteps, remember, those who walk on others' footsteps do not leave their footprints. जो लोग अपने कदमों दूसरे के कदमों पे निशान पे चलते हैं, वो अपने कदमों के निशान कभी नहीं छोड़ते हैं. Now, nagaRAJU was introducing me and talking about the blood bank. When I was district governor, I established that blood bank, and it is still being mentioned today. So remember, that is how whenever you are in a position, if you really want to be remembered, then you have to leave some footmark. You have to do something unique which others have not done. So, friends, with these words, I'm so happy to inaugurate this SkillUP webinar. And I'm so happy that it started with the code of ethics, because these days, really, in the clubs also, we start with the prayer, flag invocation, or something else. But the code of ethics is being missed these days. And nagaRAJU, I really appreciate that you start your meeting with the code of ethics to remind everybody that what ethics we should follow in the Lionism. Once again, my greetings to everyone, and my good wishes for everyone, especially for nagaRAJU and Ramesh ji, and all other participants. Thank you very much for bearing me for a few minutes. And I'm sorry that I'll not be able to continue this meeting because somebody is coming to my home tonight. So I'll be attending them. Thank you so much. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for that insightful message that you have given. I think you have resonated with the thoughts of quite a lot of us who think alike, and who have you have just rightly pointed out in the current context what leadership is, and then how it really means a lot to every one of us in case we want to be upright, good leaders. Thanks a lot for your presence. I know that you've been very, very busy with lots of other state schedules, but when I requested you, you made it a point to come and join us and spend some time with us. Thank you for inaugurating this program and giving your message. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, JP Singh Page, JP Singh ji, for your nice, word of, wisdom for me, as I worked with you for quite a long time. So thanks for the recognition. Thanks a lot.
Um, Moving on to the next part of the program, before I invite Ramesh Lakshmananji to address us, I once again have two or three announcements that I made earlier. One, in case you would like your attendance to be reported to the Learn portal on my LCI, online Clubs International website, you need to add your membership number to your name, like I have done nagaRAJU 62814. So you can see on my screen, on the screen. So if you add your member number, it will be very easy for me to report your attendance. The second thing, please don't raise your virtual hand like Radha Babu and some others are doing, unless you have a question. If you have a question, of course, you can raise your hand and you can stop the program, and then we'll invite you to, we'll unmute you and invite you to ask your question. There'll be a question time, 10 o'clock onwards, we'll have a question time, and you can ask your questions, you can seek clarifications. In case Ramesh asks you a question, and if you wish to answer, I will unmute you immediately. Then you can raise your virtual hand, right? Thank you so much. So Ramesh Lakshmanan is one of my very, 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 very intimate friends. And I must tell you something that happened last night. Around maybe very late last night, I received a call from Professor Varghese Vaidyan, who was to make this presentation today. So I sent a message thinking that Ramesh was asleep. I think it was about 11:45 last night. So I sent a message to Ramesh. if he could help me by substituting and doing the same topic as was already announced. And believe me, when I sent the message to him 11:45, I think 11:46 or 47, within 2 minutes, he responded, said yes, without asking me any questions, without, I mean, I think that's the kind of courage, that's the kind of confidence LCIPs must have. I think I must appreciate, I must also congratulate and Ramesh for coming to my rescue. Because last night when I received the call from the hospital, I was a little worried how I would be able to have this presentation happening today. And Ramesh, I will not tell you much about him. You will see his presentation. Like past international director JP Singh is already announced, already made a mention. So Ramesh is tech savvy. One thing that you might not know is that he created a software that was used during the Corona times to ensure that election of district governors happened by an e-poll, by a WhatsApp e-poll. That too, maintaining 100% security, safety, and um, secrecy. So I think that's something extraordinary. So this software became so popular that even today, many districts have come forward to use that software. Hats off, Ramesh. One more thing, I will not take much time, but there is a lot to tell about Ramesh. But one more thing I would like to tell you, he has created lots of signature projects, many of them. The one that I like most is the conversion of waste to wealth. So this was his idea when he was district governor. He collected waste newspaper from Lions and others, and he entered into a contract with ITC Bhadrachalam, which is a paper manufacturing company. And he gave this waste paper to ITC Bhadrachalam on condition that they would give very good quality, high quality notebooks for poor students. So waste paper was given several tons. I don't know how many tons, but it's quite a huge quantity. And he gave that waste paper, collected the notebooks for students, and he involved all the clubs in his district to distribute these books to the students. I think that is something that I'm very particularly, I love him for that, for the wonderful work that he did. He did many other things. Maybe there's not much time to mention all them. I invite Lion Ramesh Lakshmanan to talk to us about empowering lions at the grassroots. Maybe I also must tell you at this point that 90% of the topics that we have chosen for this series of presentations are soft skills, life skills, and personality development related things. Very few of them, maybe 10% of them, are directly relevant to Lions, and this is one of them. I invite Ramesh, past district governor and LCIP, make the presentation. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, nagaRAJU sir, for such wonderful introduction. Yeah, that's an ongoing project. Even today, I'm doing that, the WOW project. It is almost getting benefit to the 2,000 students. We give the full set of notebooks. It's an ongoing project which is being moved to my trust, which has been started during my year. So because we don't want to disturb the governor, governor comes with the program. So from 2016 onwards, it's a continuous project which we are doing it. Even the e-waste, which is being started at the national level last year before, it is being also one of my pet project, which I'm continuously doing it and currently running about 3 computer centers and given, tabs and, laptops to the poor and meritorious students. Okay. Now, coming back to the session, yes, I'm so happy and delighted to see, PhD JP Singh sir is still available with me. So, as when he was giving his introduction, he has joined Lionism after 3 years of his marriage. So, I joined Lionism when I was a bachelor, eligible bachelor. Okay, so for me, as JP Singh told, for him, the Lionism is the eldest son. For me, this is my first wife. That's what even my wife says. Okay, later wait to take it and let us start the session. Before starting, I would like to it should be an interactive session. I don't want to just say that whatever the slides I have prepared, as said by nagaRAJU sir. Late night I received the call. It's the passion pair out of it, and also the knowledge which acquired is through lines. So always we people like nagaRAJU sir and myself on most of our LCIPs give our 24/7 anytime anything required for the lines, we give the priority. So that's how actually when nagaRAJU sir just was sending out a message, and I was online. So as I am a tech savvy guy, I'm running a software company. So I was just, referring some mails to my clients. So I got this immediately. I responded to sir. Okay, sir, I'm ready to take up. So I took the topic. So not much slides are there. So it should be an interactive. I want you all have to be very participative. Please keep your, video also on wherever possible if there is no bandwidth problem, because that is also one of the etiquette where, in the online learning, that you will give the respect to the organizer and to the speaker and to the chief guest who are all spending our valuable time. Thank you so much for that. And, hearty congratulations and for each one of you for, taking out your time and, attending this session. Now 134 participants are there. Congratulations to each one of you. I request each one of you to type in the chat box that your linistic experience. For example, my experience is 24 years. Okay. So just type in the chat box. Please type in the chat box. 6 years. 23 years, Anand Mehtaji. Wow, wow. Nice, Anand Mehtaji. Nice to see you. Yeah. Good, good. 38 years, 27 years, 24 years, 2 years. Great. 19, 19, 3, 15, 19 years, line Vishweshwar Rao. 10 years. Wow. 44 years. Wow, 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 wow. That's wonderful. Fantastic. So thank you so much for your response. My next question is, what motivated you to join this Lions organization as a Lion member? What motivated you? You can just type it. What motivated you to join Lions? Either your friends or maybe your parents or maybe, service and fellowship. Service, okay. Fellowship, networking, that's great. That's one of the emerging subject now. Networking is, emerging subject. LCI is taking up very, very, very seriously. Cataract operations, that's great. Precisely, he was just nailing, because Lions are, worldwide famous for the eradication of, blindness. More than 48%. It is not claimed by our own self. It's claimed by it is being given by the WHO. Helping needy, passion to serve needy, opportunity to lead. That's great. Networking followed by urge to serve, and now networking. That's great. Leadership training. Okay. Okay. Now I want to ask one question. Maybe you have given your 44 years, 33 years, and 2 years or 5 years experience. What is the purpose Lions are leaving, these members are leaving this organization as a Lion? Can you just type? Time utilization. Okay. Lengthy times. Non-involvement. Great. So closing to, you are coming to my idea. Okay. Club conflict. Communication politics. No involvement. Politics. Poor coordination. Recognition. Ego problem. High international club dues. The Lions Club in 2009. Politics. Members engagement. Ego. Fine. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's great. So let me just start my session now with my sharing my PowerPoint. Hope you are able to see my PowerPoint.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So congratulations to each one of you, and very active participations of yours is making very. In fact, now I have to prepare myself a little harder for you all. So what do you all feel about? What do you mean by empowering? What do you mean by empowering? Empowerment means what? Just use the chat. Empowerment. What do you mean by empowerment? Encourage decision making, give power to good. Making someone else stronger, correct? Motivate, trust, strength. Okay. So as a Lion, are we are empowered? My next question. As a Lion, are we all empowered? Yes, yes. Okay, uplifting. Yes, we are. Okay. Not fully. Yes. Okay, partially, somewhat. Good. To strengthen. Yes, yes. Okay, so now we are going to talk about what is the benefit or why we have to empower, and what do you mean by empowering of, why we have to do the empowering the Lions in the grassroots. What are called grassroots Lions? So you know very well that there is a, GAT, when they introduced the GAT, there was a wheel. The bigger wheel is the international, then there is a smaller wheel, then the smallest wheel is the club, then Invisible is the member. Member makes the club, so clubs makes the district, district makes the multiple, multiple makes the area, then area works on the international. If suppose there is no member, if there is no member, all this will get halt, right? So that's why international has designed such a nice way how we can empower the lines. Okay. There are two mission statements are available in Lions International. Can anyone read? Can anyone raise your hand so that we can just unmute yourself and you can read if you have if you know about it? Okay. Can anyone, sir?
Yeah, I'm just checking if anyone raises your virtual hand. I'll unmute you. You can read that. It will be shown to you on the screen. I think Vishwajit has raised his hand.
Okay. Yeah. Vishwajit, can you just read the mission statement?
It's not visible here, sir.
No, no, no. I'm asking you, you are aware of it? Are you aware of it?
I see.
You're asking the questions. I thought I was
Yeah,
supposed
question. I'm asking you a question. There are two mission statements of our, association. One is of the Lions and another is of the Lions Clubs International Foundation. Okay.
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. No problem. You can read it. You can read it now.
To empower, can I read it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
To empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs,
Yeah.
encourage peace,
Yeah.
and promote international understanding through
Okay.
Lions clubs.
Okay. So very first word is what? Empower volunteers. That's what we are going to talk about it today. So our mission is to empower volunteers to serve their communities, meet humanitarian needs. That's what we are doing it, right? And encourage peace and promote international understanding through the Lions clubs. And can anyone read the second one? This is the mission statement of LCIF.
Anandji has already risen his hand. Anandji?
Our mission is to empower Lions clubs, volunteers, and partners to improve health and well-being, strengthen communities, and support those in need through humanitarian services and grants that impact lives globally and encourage peace and international understanding.
Yeah. So it's very clear. There you can see the Lions Clubs International mission statement start with empowering the volunteer. And here LCIF, it is empowering the Lions Clubs and volunteers, right? So thus I would like to now ask all of you a question. Have you ever been empowered by in your district level or at club level or any level? You can just type it on the chat box. If so, what is that? What are empowerment you got? What you got as in any project? At district level, many times, blood donation app. Good, that's great. Vishwajit ji, I was given a voice. Okay, fine. So most of you agree that your skills and expertise are being utilized effectively. So as the case of mine, as when in the introduction, nagaRAJU sir was talking about it and JP Singh was talking about is that, no, I'm a tech savvy guy. So my expertise always since my presidentship, 2005 and 6, okay, is being utilized. And also I volunteer myself to give my talent. And also many of the occasions, the leaders used to take up. The last year when our second vice president came for our multiple awards, I was actually the last before year, the multiple GLT leader. So there was a recognition by my multiple council chairman. So when he was holding the award, when I've been called into the dais, he was just narrating a story of 17 years back when he was the international director, I was the club president. I have helped the Lions Coordination Committee of India to get these are all the days, the Zoom calls and video conferencing. I'm talking about 2005 and 6. I got directly the international president, Joe Preston, live into the 5-star hotel in the mega screen, a non-stop 2 hours with a zero cost. So he was just narrating that how it has happened. So when I said that I can do it, he was asking me, he was looking at me like this because I'm very short, and we all know very well our AP Singh sir is very tall. So he was looking at me. क्या तुम कर सकते हैं? Oh, yes sir, I'll do it. I'll try it. Then ठीक है, एक demo दिखाओ. Then I've just shown him a demo in the boardroom. It was then accepted by all the past directors and also the Lions Council of India chairman. Normally wants to be the international director. So they have agreed for it. Then they said, okay, come on, now let us go live. It was in Park Hyatt in Hyderabad. 2 hours non-stop video conferencing by the international president along with the district governors team of India. There was about 65 district governors clubs, districts were there those days. This is I'm talking about. So then immediately the moment it has happened, he just say that, no, come on, okay. Then he gave me the very first certificate. Maybe those days, a club president receiving the international president certificate is rarest. Nowadays, of course, because there are a lot of incentivizing is coming up. But nowadays, I'm not talking about nowadays. I'm talking about 2005 and 6. That made me motivate to more give my talent and treasure. So why? It's been empowered. They have empowered me. See, if they have not empowered me, I might have not, given that my talent to the people, right? So it's most important thing is that even at that case, I just myself jumped in because they were talking something. So then I asked the PID Sunil sir that what is that, sir, they're discussing about. They said, no, we have this issue and we are, Reliance Com is charging about 5 lakhs. So we don't have a budget. As president could not come because, they have not accepted him to travel the international. So he is going to be there only, but we have to get him a video conference where he has to talk to them, motivate them, and talk about the, the incoming year, his programs and all. So then I said, sir, can I try? I have my server, I have my technology, I can connect it, I can do it. Then they asked, Sunilji has asked me, what is the cost? I said, 0. So I need a good bandwidth, that's it. So bandwidth has been given by the hotel. So I just connected my office staff. I asked them to give me a, video conference ability pipeline browser. There, that browser has been sent to the international president office. That's it. Matters were end. So it was a 2.5 hours flawless program. Even you can find in my Facebook today, the very first photo of mine with the Sunilji was raising my hand and showing that to the people that this is being achieved by Ramesh Lakshmanan. So it was something like, where you get connected and once when you get empowered, of course, sometimes we have to take it a chance. As I stepped in, someone has mentioned that I have not been partially, my skills have been not utilized partially. You can volunteer yourself always. Okay, so let us move to the next one. I would like to talk about what is all about empowering Lions. What is all about empowering Lions? And why it is required. More precisely, why it is required. Okay, let me throw some lights which I prepared. Okay. It is required to identify the community needs. See, if you see, till we were in 96 years, we were having still even today also we are having that slogan called "We Serve," but we slightly modified, right? Where there is a need, there is a line. It does come in the existence in 2015, right? 2014, 15, like that. Then now we are saying that serve the world in need after the COVID, right? So how these are all happening? These are all happening because international or the, the Alliance International has empowered at various levels, like in the form of a district governors, council chairmen, coordinators, GAT, in the form of, the executive officers. They have been constantly empowered to see that there should be always some change, to change the world. See, if you see that today's the president's slogan has changed the world. So identify the community is most important. Otherwise, we remain as we serve and we say that, okay, eradication of blindness. Okay, eradication of blindness has happened now, more than 50%. Now we can find everywhere, the private hospitals have come. Eye hospitals have come. Many private hospitals have come. So there is no meaning of us to serve on the same. So we have to upgrade ourselves. If we want to upgrade, nothing but we have to get empowered. So empowerment is required to identify the community needs. And to help mobilize resources to fulfill that community needs, we need to help mobilize resources and also subsequently displace the trust. See, the trust is the key word for any voluntary organization. This is a very key word. Unless until we have a trust on the organization or the association, we definitely not move forward. Even if you have your own company, unless until you have a trust, the clients are having a trust on you, they will not give you a repeat business. No doubt, I always talk about India is a volumized country where if I am not getting the same repeat order, I'm not bothered about it. I'll go and get another new client of the same vertical. As I'm into IT, so suppose I'm not getting the same client and repeat order, I will go and check it with other same vertical other client. But that is where I'm not going to get much result. But the trust is most important thing. Similar way for the organization also, like Lions. And better results and stay focused. Why this required empowerment is required is to get better results and stay focused. We have seen campaign 100, right? We have surpassed it. Whatever has been done by our Lions Association, Lions International Foundation, especially in the side first area, so far we have surpassed it. Even now the campaign 100, we surpassed it. A similar way, now the mission 1.5 also we are going to surpass it, no doubt about it. With all your help and people like us, we are going to put our hands together and see that our mission 1.5 will be achieved during our, going to be the international president, our AP Singh ji. That time we are going to achieve that mission 1.5, the goal. So all those things is required because there is an empowerment is there. So empowerment is very much required. Okay. Now let me come to that. The next part. Oh, sorry, one second. How we can empower the people. Empowerment is required. Okay. Why it is required? We know we need to identify the new needs, new community needs, and also to create resources. We need a empowerment. Empowerment of the grassroots lines is required. How we are going to do that? How we are going to achieve it? By equipping, right? Equipping in the sense, sorry, engaging them first. First, we have to engage them. Okay, engaging in the part of engagement, what we need to do is we have to first listen to them. See, many of the times when we have seen that, why I asked that question of how many people are why leaving Lionism and the reason. So many of you have typed, no, it's a time lengthy meeting and things. So we are never taking a feedback. We are never listening to them, right? So we have to listen to them first. Once if you listen to them and identify the potentiality in them. So how we can empower, before empowering, we have to listen what is the potentiality in it. Say, for example, there is a person who is very much connected with maybe the hunger feed program, maybe in the ancient time, or maybe coming from a village, a poor village family, or maybe a farmer family. Many of the lines you can see their profile, from a farmer family. Okay, so they might have not have in my case also, I was having a hand-to-mouth existence in my childhood. Hand-to-mouth existence, very well. Tomorrow, if my father goes for a job, I get money, we get money. So we get a food to eat. Okay. So I am very much happy. Today I am enough money. So I can serve for 10 people. So I means you have to identify as a line before empowering, we have to identify. So we have to listen. We have to, what I mean to say, we have to listen to the new member that what is he's thinking about Lions, what is he thinking about service, what service he is interested. Then give attention, followed by a recognition. Recognition is a part of any voluntary organization. Some may require it, some may not require. Some people may say that many occasions, even in my own club, many occasions they say that please don't recognize me, put my name anywhere. I'm ready to donate. If that is the case, I'm ready to donate for the project. So some people require recognition. So part of recognition is also things. And second thing is equip the lines to get empowered. So if they have to get empowered, you have to equip them. What are all the equipment? We know very well. Training. We have huge institutes. We talk about, many of you are aware or not aware, I don't know. The success story of 320D under the GLD leadership of nagaRAJU sir has made a miracle, and he has presented a paper in the recent convention, international convention also, about the Club Lions Leadership Institute. We are finding difficult to get a leader at the club level. I think you all will agree with me. Every one of you who are present here will agree 100%. I think there is no deviation here. Every line, every club, every district, we have the problem of not less than minimum 60 to 70% of the clubs not finding the club leaders. So sir has addressed very beautifully that problem called Club Lions Leadership Institute. So you have to equip them. Equip them by way of giving trainings like, and also inform them what are all the institutes available, including the Lions Learning Center. My dear friends, Lions Learning Center, Lions International has invested so much. You know, what is the average cost of our $48 is going to leadership trainings? Can anyone put it in the chat box? What do you feel is the average number of, percentage, or maybe the dollar money they are spending on each member? Whatever we are giving $46, right? On that, can anyone say approximately? Only for the leadership and trainings? 25%? Okay. 25%? Okay. 30%? That's correct. Close to that. It's almost 1/3. 1/3 of the money international is investing back to us only. Many of us are not aware of it. Okay, it may be, suppose you are attending a RLLI, Regional Lions Leadership Institute. It's being partly funded by the Lions International. If you're attending your, ALLI, or FDI, so everything is LCIP, everything is being funded by Lions International. You know, I was one of the fortunate in the first batch of LCIP, worldwide LCIP batch, when they have done the pilot project. From worldwide, there are about 25 participants are there, and I was the only participant from India. Okay, in the year 2018, I've attended at Chicago, 100%. Nowadays, for LCIP, they are charging $250. Even for me, even that was not there. My travel, stay, everything has been taken care by them. Food, everything. Right from my Hyderabad to Chicago, back to Hyderabad. See, a huge money. People have come from worldwide. From all over the constitution area, people have come. There's a huge spend. Then they have decided to go with the area-wise. Like, Isami area, like that, every area-wise, their constitutional area-wise, they started doing the LCIP. So they spend a huge amount. Even for the district governor, just now our JP Singh sir told that he is, going to Chicago for the district governor schooling, vice governor schooling, zone chairperson schooling. They are internationally funding. So unless until you equip the members with these type of trainings and tools and resources, we are definitely, and we have a brand already, right? We are already having a brand. So, but that brand need to be showcased. As if you are going to do this empowerment at your club level tomorrow, or at your district level or zone level, you can start doing it after taking this presentation. So you can simply tell them that, no, what are all the things are available, already available. LLC is available. They can just log in. It's a free of cost. If they go otherwise outside, they have to spend a huge money. There are about 25 plus modules are there. And some of the modules are required even for their regular, day-to-day life. Not even, not just Lions Clubs International, to function as a member or as a president or secretary. Even it's required to run a business. If you want, you can go through those, modules. There are conflict resolution, beautiful module is there. So please, see that, that is being spread across to the people. So unless until we equip them, we cannot get them into things. And then automatically empowering things happens. Empowering is nothing but giving them the ownership. Giving them the ownership. That is, see, there is a slight difference between empowerment and delegation. Delegation, it is actually your responsibility. You are the final authority, and you are just delegating a part to a person who you feel that fit. Like we always say, no, right person for the right job. That's what Lionism talks about it. When we give when we go to the club installation, we talk about the roles and responsibilities of each of the, officers of the club level, and say, this is, you are a treasurer, you have to hold the treasury, like that. So like that here, what happened? The ownership here, empowerment is nothing but we are giving the ownership to them completely. That's what Lions International has given to us. That's what Melvin Jones has given to us. And today that is growing like anything, right? And similar way, the new one, networking. So, which is an emerging concept. Of course, I don't want to take much in that, because as if you talk about networking, then it will get completely diverted. So networking also one of the things where you can empower, because many of the new lines, because what is happening recently, actually, I think last 3 months back, I have attended one session with P.A.D. Sunil Kumar sir, that why this networking has come into picture. Now I asked, because about 15 years back only, I have wrote mails to international directors to incorporate this networking as an official channel, so that we can get more lines, more members into it. As the young lines, like, as I said, I just joined as a bachelor. I was 26 years old. Okay, I was doing my business. So of course, if I do business well, I get money, then I can spend something to the society. That's what is all about the Lions concept. So when we talk about the networking, so now what has happened? International felt that yes, somebody have Googled, it seems. That's what the story what PhD Sunil sir has told. Somebody have Googled to join in Lions Clubs, and they say he's showing senior citizen organization. So to avoid that, now they want to get more young Lions into the organization, young members to join as a line in the Lions Association. How it's possible? Unless until we give a good different stuff to them, right? So that's how the networking is involved, and now networking clubs are coming in. And in Hyderabad, in our district, we started the first Hyderabad Business Networking Club. I am being the extension chairperson, going to get inaugurated in a couple of weeks' time through my district governor. The very first exclusively networking club with less than 40 years of age group people and of different categories we have put, and one business meeting and one Lions meeting. There is a separate, we have put them as a charge as 25,000-30,000 like that. Take care of the international dues and district dues, and of course club meetings. They have to take care of the business meeting also. So the third one is empowerment, right? Okay, if we do that properly, then what are all the benefits? Can anyone type quickly the benefits? What are all the benefits of empowering the Lions, grassroots Lions? Hello. More service, satisfaction, correct? Guru Raja. Yeah, nice Guru Raja ji to see you here. Addition of members. Yes, less attrition. Correct. Good teamwork. Excellent. Yeah, that's what even I wrote over here. It is nothing but individual enhancement. The mission 1.5 we achieve. If we empower, today onwards, we start empowering the grassroots. The very first happiest news for all of us is that we are going to achieve our mission 1.5. That's going to be a great benefit, which we are going to pass it on to our association. Then individual enhancement will be there with the teamwork. Okay. Create a positive work environment and engagement of members. Very important. See, because many times we feel that the members are leaving because they are not engaged. Okay, so now there are things have come where there is a club administrator. You can also see that the rosters can be along with the secretary. Previously only secretary was, now the club administrator also can have the role, and he can also, you start first doing that. What is their profession profile also has been to be placed in the Lions website. Soon we are going to merge the Lions portal, right? It's going to be a Lions portal. My Lion and Lions, my LCI is going to be a Lions portal. It's going to come in soon. It has a lot of features in it, right? It's a mobile ready. It's a portal. It's not going to be an app. Okay, so engagement of members have and possibility of high retention. Someone has mentioned already that. So there is a possibility of high retention and more visibility to our organization. Everywhere you can find Lions. As we have seen that the Give Conclave. Now we have to see that the result we need to count on the Give Conclave in the next 6 months. How much, what is our meter is going up, where we are going up. That's very important. Okay, friends, that's it about it. So I have come to the Q&A session now. So you have any questions, I am ready to answer. And along with me, nagaRAJU sir is also there. Otherwise, sir, I'm handing over back to you. And thanks for your time, valuable time. Of course, I'm a life member.
Prakash has a question, it seems.
I'm a proud life member, Lions International, along with nagaRAJU sir. So I feel happy to mention that. First time, sir, I'm mentioning life member Lions International. I thought, let me market myself properly. Anandji is also over here.
Thank you, Rameshji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think the first question here comes from Surya Prakash.
Yeah.
Very good evening,
Yeah,
sir.
Surya
My mentor, my guide, Mr. Ramesh Lakshman, sir. As you rightly said, once I joined the Lionism, after attending the Emerging Lion ELLI, I have completed 44 courses. Today, I can say proudly that I can be a guide and mentor to my club and others to support them. What is the process of the Lionism roles and responsibility? Really, I'm thankful to you for motivating me in this act.
Excellent. Any questions are there? We can rather ready to take any questions, anything you feel that I missed out. How can we empower women in Lionism? There is no women separately, madam. Women and men are being called Lions. Long back. We have all equal. And especially our second vice president now is very keen on getting more women members and more youth members.
Rameshji, I have a question.
Yes,
If
sir.
Lions are passionate, if they are interested, if they are motivated, it may not be very difficult to empower them. But if there are some Lions who are not really very passionate, they've just become Lions without knowing what they are expected to do. And is it what tools can we use to empower such people?
No, nothing, sir. See, for any human being, for that matter, as I said, no, there is something called emotional quotient is there. Like they have joined. See, forget about the people just being getting enrolled without knowing to them. I'm not going to discuss about those members over here, but I'm going to talk about those members who are getting enrolled. But by the like my own friend, I'm getting him enrolled, right? So he is not very interested, but he has something with him. So that part which we need to take out, that's what is called member satisfaction survey is there. We have beautifully designed, Lions International has already beautifully designed that part of CQI, the very first one, the member satisfaction survey. The members who are not attending to the meeting, if the club PST started sending them, today technology is in the hands of everyone. It's not Ramesh Lakshmanan. Ramesh Lakshmanan, no more tech savvy. Technology is available in everybody's hand. Just put a WhatsApp to him privately. Sir, I want you to give me 2 times or 2 minutes of your time. Simple form. You can customize. International is given elaborate because we are across the world. We are serving to 210 countries. So take that particular prototype and see that no, we customize to our local language and send them. Are you satisfied? Are you happy with it? You have joined as a line member. Send them in 2 months, 3 months time who have not attended the meeting. Definitely they will be, there is a touch point for them to see that they can be empowered at one given point of time.
Anandji, you have a question, it seems.
Yeah.
Leadership development has become a very important topic, and 1/3 of the membership subscription is spent on that. Well, most of the money which is spent is at the international level and at the maybe at the multiple level or ISAME level. At the club level, it has become very difficult to convince the members about the importance of leadership development and grooming volunteer leaders. Could you give some tips on how to go about informing the member, how to incentivize and give incentive and make the leadership coordinator at the club level more important?
Sure, Anandji. Very first simple important thing. First thing is that no, see that they are being enrolled. The new lines are being enrolled into the MyLine app. So we have something called Lines Learning Center, which is a free tool, as I said, for which actually they need not pay 1 rupee and they need not spend throughout the day or throughout a particular time. If they have a 15 minutes time, they can take a module, take a break, again they can go. So that is one thing. Second thing is you talk about that no 1/3 money what is being spent by the mostly for the international. No, it is even for the club, because when we are recommending from the club RLLI, okay, it is the district DLT coordinator sync with the district governor and also the team, where actually we are definitely, there is no doubt about it, as you said rightly, the leadership at the club level we are not able to get. We are not getting the the GLT coordinator of this club. We rarely find. We can find about maybe 10 to 20% in each district. That's open known to all of us, right? At the club level, we are not able to get them. So, but once when we start see that these presidents or whoever is the club officers, if you are trying to empower them, give them this little knowledge through the district coordinator, definitely, as as I said, RLLA, we get about for the multiple $4,500. It's not for the multiple. Again, the multiple is spending on the individual club level of the district. So, for example, our multiple is having about 7 districts now, next year 8 districts. So, we are going to get on an average about 10 to 12 seats, which means 12 members can apply for it. So, the GLT coordinator of the multiple will send the form, motivate them, and the people, so they can, like ELLA, as Surya Prakash was telling, he was just a 3 years line, and he has got joined in ELLA. And today, as he said, I am finding him everywhere. Even today, he is not the club president, but he got passionate. Even recently, before week, there was a public speaking program. He paid 2,000 rupees and attended. But initially, there was a tethering problem, as you said rightly, that ELLA is one of the beautiful module designed by Lions International. This is for the people who have not yet become president and who have just joined between the 2 to 5 years period of time. And engaging.
Bishwajit has a question.
Yeah, Bishwajit.
So thank you very much, sir. My question is almost similar to Anand sir's question. empowering the grassroots level lions is necessary, but we also need people up above the ladder to identify those people, those members. So don't you think that there should be a proper criteria or some sort of trainings just before becoming the secretary or the president? It should not be like that. I hold a good status in the society, and I am made the president because I might be having a little bit amount of good money or political powers. So don't you think Lions International should set up a specific set of rules or trainings that these trainings needs to be completed in order to be you to become a secretary or a president, sir? Would you please?
Yeah, unfortunately, Biswajit ji, for you, the answer is I can say yes or no, because we are volunteers, right? So, as you said rightly, started attending the first 2 years, I didn't attend the meeting at all. Third year, when I started attending 2 meetings, then they made me as a treasurer. This is the case, maybe like, no, that's what you're talking about, right? So there should be some mechanism, right? As that's what you're talking about it, but that is a bit difficult. But as a club member, club as a unit, international is designed beautifully. Club is also having a number, right? Membership number is there for each club. Club is also a member, and Lion is also a member, right? The club is supreme, the club board of directors. So there is a club. The club can get a policy, like, if you want to get a member served. There are some clubs in some of the district, like MD316. They have huge projects. Okay, one particular club. If you want to become a president, you have to wait for 10 years. So it's a brand they have created at the club level.
Ramesh,
Okay,
before I
not by
unmute others,
choice.
there is a question in the chat box. Is there any tool to measure the level of empowerment?
There is no tool is there, sir, to measure the level of empowerment. It's nothing but, as it has to come out of passion, number one. Number two thing is, like, when we empower or not, it depends upon, again, see the time what they have to spend on Lionism. We ourselves says very clearly, first is our family, business. Then when we have time, we do some social service. That's joining in Lions Club, right? So if at all my family is not good, if at all my business is not good, definitely I cannot. So there is no such tool is there to measure the whether this particular person is empowered or not. Of course, there are some certificates are there, as you said, mentioned in the beginning, like those who want to have their attended this particular program. I know very well tomorrow you are going to update that in the my LCI. These are all the participants. So automatically, if I go and click my history, I'll be knowing that I'm a participant, I'm a faculty. Like those are all the measures basically. And international, yes, no doubt. International is now slowly capturing everything, so that, as asked by Bishwajit ji and Anand ji, tomorrow to get a quality leaders at that different levels, they look at that whether they have undergone some of the trainings or not. Maybe that's why they are capturing everything today.
Lion GuruRaj?
Namaskaram, Governor sir.
Namaskaram, Gururaji.
Yeah. In my opinion, empowering a lion and motivation are two complementary words, whereas empowering comes from the leaders. Once you are a new lion, the people who are above you, they empower you, they give you the responsibilities, and the motivation has to come from inside. Okay, it can come from out externally also, motivation. But how to make sure that the motivation is sustained over the years? Because we see,
sorry.
Yeah, people are empowered, and in the first few years, they get motivated, and they participate in all activities, and they take up responsibilities in organizing activities, and take up leadership positions also. But over a period of time, something will go wrong. That's what we are seeing. How to sustain that empowerment and motivation levels at the same time.
I think for this, the answer was what Chief Guest was talking about. You should never feel that, you have to keep on trying. The motivation comes within us, ourselves, right? So we should never get, demotivated, or we should never get, okay, I didn't get this. You have to keep on trying. Definitely there will be a day for us for a success.
Lion Chitra Talwar is the next question.
Namaste, sir. I don't know this is the right forum to speak about it or not. I know, sir, that it's a voluntary organization, right? I would like to attend all the learning opportunities that they are being held, time to time. But you see, I am paying for my club fee. I'm paying for various programs that are twice or thrice held monthly. I would like to donate for various projects also. How to pay for all these fees? This becomes at times too much. Like there should be some support or there should be some criteria. If leadership has to be developed or if empowerment, as you said, comes through learning only. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, madam. See, it's very clear. It's not that mandatory that you need to go for everything. As you said rightly, you have a will to attend, but you have to take care of your finance. As I rightly said, there are many things which is there is, say, for example, this type of Zoom meetings, there is no finance required because unlimited bandwidth today everywhere we are getting it, and we have to give our time. That's all. That too, so nagaRAJU sir has kept a very nice time of 9 o'clock so that you will not have any job unless until people like me where we always browse something, get into the net, and maybe we work on for some foreign clients and all at their daytime. So otherwise it is for everyone. It's a not disturbance. And similar way, there is a Lines Learning Center is there. You have entire course which is free again. So no need for you to rush for that to make payment. Of course, international, that's the reason why they subsidize for your RLLI, for your DLLI, for your ALLI, any of the training institute you attend. As I said, they subsidize. You will not get a 5-star hotel for $150 for 3 days, 3 nights, right? ALLA is only $150 for 3 nights at a 5-star hotel with a single occupancy. So without subsidy, they cannot run, right? Multiple cannot run or the district cannot run. So everywhere that is there, wherever possibilities are there, you can just see that, map. As because we are voluntary organization, again, if you say we have to raise the fund, then they will raise the subscription. Yeah. Sir, you are, please unmute.
Anandji, do you have a question again?
Yeah, I have already put it in the chat box. The leadership coordinator at the club level doesn't have access to my LCI, whereas the marketing coordinator has an access. So unless the leadership coordinator knows what the club is reporting and what is happening in the club leadership, he cannot do his planning. He cannot, he has to know what the position of the club is, the club activities position and everything. So I think the importance should be given to the leadership coordinator as well. So the leadership coordinator's importance is reducing day by day, and it's becoming very difficult to convince them even to have a CLLI at the club level. My club has got 264 members, and we have not been able to, we are not able to convince them. My club fees is 37,000 rupees every year, and entrance fees is 1,30,000. But still, for projects, people are ready. But for leadership training program, they say that Master Ji aa gaye hain. Again, Master Ji has come. So that has to be removed. And our district level, multiple level, ISAME level, international level should, they should say that leadership, this is very important at the club level. Unless that is done, things don't happen really.
Correct, sir. Correct. So maybe my suggestion for that is you have to try to recruit the new members henceforth onwards, not that people who are having a big money, because as you said, 1,37,000 rupees is a big money. As Chitra ma'am was telling that, no, very difficult to maintain the 10 or 15, 20,000, 25,000. So you see that, no, people who can able to give their time and their talent, not the treasure. Treasure is that's whatever your minimum subscription is there, let them pay that 37,000 rupees. If you recruit that type of people, I think then maybe your leadership problem will be solved at the club level. Otherwise, also, you can just see now this My LCI and MyLine, if they have downloaded, if you have 267 members have downloaded MyLine will have an access of every area, including the learn area. Am I right, sir? nagaRAJU sir?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So in the learn area, they can go and they can learn, and they will also know by the time your district GLT is placing, there is a today, upskill webinar, it will be pop up to them. So they can join very much. By clicking the link, they can join. So that access is available for every lines. It's not only for the club offices.
It's already 10:15. We need to close the meeting.
Okay, sir.
I request you to allow me to extend the meeting by 4 or 5 minutes. There is a last question from Anand Kumari. Anand Kumari, please go to the question.
Yes, sir. Straight to the question only. It was a wonderful presentation. And I want to tell you, you want to motivate the lines at the grassroots level. You were just talking about LLC, no? But not many lines, they feel that regional language is a hindrance. So they cannot be that much familiar with the LLC, they think. Can we have like the Line magazine is in all regional, in Hindi and in English we have. Can we have an option like some major language so that people will not have any hurdles when learning that?
No, soon.
Self-learning only, no? People are not.
Anand Kumari ji, yeah, you are muted. Hello.
Yeah, I muted her. I thought the question was over. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I think you
Yeah,
got the question.
it is easy now. Now it's going to come in. The new version is going to come in with the AI integration, where it's going to be a multilingual, bilingual is going to be there. You can just select the language, then it converts, and it's going to happen in the new portal. Because they have moved, that's why they moved the complete platform also from Azure to other thing, Microsoft Azure to some other thing.
Yeah. Thank you very much, all of you, for your participation. I must profusely thank Ramesh Lakshmanan for coming to my rescue and helping me go ahead with this program. I told you already that it was a late last night decision, and I thrust this topic on him, and he immediately responded and took up the challenge. I think he has done a great job. And I know that the morning he had to spend with his business and all that, but still he has made it possible. So what you see on the screen is the program, the entire schedule for the whole year. We have already finished 14 programs. The 15th one is going to be made by Maninder Singh on improving self-esteem. This will happen on 15th February.